I want to answer to this guy. There's a guy from Teso, I think it's Teso something. He was advising Northerners not to buy this idea of the people putting on red. Bro, let me tell you something about this. Okay, it is true that you may not want this party, but the truth about this party is that it will be the only party in Uganda that would have gone to power through election or through multi-party dispensation. So if you come out and you start fighting for the rest of your life, I'm sure you're almost my age, but for the time that we have lived, we grew up, we got when we already, these guys are already here, the government was already here. You get? The government was already here. We all don't know how they came here, but all we know is ever since they came, they have never been peaceful transition of power. So if you come out to tell me that we should not allow these people to come, and then we keep on having these same people who are retarding us all the time, we are going backward. They are eating our money. They are not arresting everyone who eats money, who steals money is promoted to the next level of monies. I don't see sense in whatever you've said. Yes, you've advised the Northerners, I will come to that. But the truth is that, bro, it is better we test the change. The good thing about this party is that when this party comes in through election, it is very easy for these people who have put them in power to remove them the next term. But if you think of just eliminating them before even you have tested them, then you are going to be very wrong, you are going to be misleading. You see, the truth is that we all fear change. We all fear change, but change is inevitable in our lives. That's why you were born when you were a baby and you grew up to when you can now speak for yourself. It is just because of change. The good thing about these people is when they come in, we can easily remove them in case they are doing the wrong things. Which example I can give you? This guy himself, the president himself, that guy, he has chased a lot of MPs who came through NOP. What does that show? It is trying to show some kind of transparency. It is trying to show you that where we are going, we need democracy. So, bro, whatever, even trying to advise people, if you're trying to advise people, try to advise people when you are also on the other side of it. Because if you keep on talking about what has this government really done, if I may ask, what has this government done that you feel you want them to continue carrying on and on, apart from just eating money? You're coming from Soroti. Is Soroti very developed? You are defending the Northerners. It is very true, bro. I'm a Northerner. I'm a Northerner. I know the characters. Let me tell you the bitter truth about the Northerners, specifically Acholis. The Acholis don't want to work in the first place. And this is not that because they don't want to work. It is because it has been designed for them not to work. After causing the insurgencies that happened during the war, Konyi War, they brought in NGOs that started feeding these people, started dressing these people, started educating these people. So every time the generation is growing up, the generation is growing up on free things. So they have never learned to do the things on their own. They are poor. That is the truth. They are very poor, and another thing about them is they are tribalistic. I have been in Gulu, I have seen the Acholis. Their thinking is they still think about Acholis, talking about the north, talking about the Acholis. They don't want anything to do with Lulaha. If you know what Lulaha means, they have always criticized. Now they are looking at Bobi Wine's struggle as Bobi Wine's struggle. It's better we test Bobi Wine's struggle. It's better we test Bobi Wine's struggle because it will lead us somewhere. If we could have it as the first transition, peaceful transition to the next level, trust me, bro, the next one is going to be very easy. If these people don't perform, it is very easy to remove them. But if you think that we should continue with these old guys who are sucking us every day, trying to make us think like the way we are thinking now, just like the way you're thinking, bro, you're going nowhere. Even your children's children will suffer. Right now, we are not even now struggling for ourselves. We are struggling for our children. We are struggling for our children. Because right now, as I'm talking, our parents already made bad decisions. Our parents already made bad decisions to bring this government in. This is a government that has scattered us totally. How do you see your father's generation being run from the time the guys entered? They ran your father's generation. They are running your generation again. They run your children's generation. Seriously, every generation has its own problem. Our parents' generation of those days was education. Right now, for us, we are educated, bro. We don't need. That is not our problem now. Our problem right now is what? Employment. You get? And freedom. We don't have freedom of speech. We don't have freedom of expression. We don't have freedom of movement. What do you call? How do you call yourself? How do you see when you sit? Okay, you may be okay. You may be eating. You may be sleeping. But what about those who can't do that? So when you are trying to advise people, try to look at the other side of it all, my bro. So this is the first episode of this. The second episode is going to the Cholis themselves.